Alright guys, we are here. Hey, what's up J-Trains? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna just apologize now for my voice, guys. It is shot. My voice is completely shot, so I might not be talking a ton during this stream, but but I felt like working on this today, so I sound worse than I actually am, if that makes sense. I sound worse than I actually do feel. Like, I probably sound like I'm dying right now. So, oh gosh. I'm still getting over a sickness right now. I'm kind of in that phase of, like, getting everything out, you know? Kind of sucks. So, a lot of coughing, a lot of that fun stuff. But yeah, if you don't hear me talking a ton in this stream, that's going to be why. Because, like, my voice is just completely dead. Like, there's just... I got nothing left. This is actually the best it's sounded all day so far, so not gonna lie. But I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Wonderful morning. Hey, being sick, it sucks. Yeah, for sure. Yep, it's no fun. I only get sick about once a year, and I'm guessing this is it, so... Excuse me. But yeah, if my coughing's real loud and everything like that, I apologize in advance, so... I'm gonna try and battle through it. Alright, so I'm gonna get our street view up and ready. Today we're gonna be working on Wagon Works. We're gonna get started on Wagon Works over here, which is kind of like one of the burger restaurants. I have really nice burgers out over there. I eat there once in a while. Excuse me. Alright, so Wagon Works. I don't know if we have much reference of the inside of it. It's kind of like an open interior, like it's very much open, so we're gonna try and get a good shot of it here. There's not like a great shot in Street View right now. Excuse me, but there's like the grill's like outside kind of over here, which is pretty cool, but edit this out. I should probably pull up the floor plan and get an idea where we're at. I feel like I should either do a different texture here or round it out, or continue using that. I think we're gonna do that. I'm actually gonna use this because I just have a good amount of control. Not do what I want you to. Okay. That also works, I guess. Alright, before we go too far, let's pull the floor plan up. Kind of see where we're at on the building itself here. So it's gonna go, it does go out to here. Excuse me. It is kind of like has that imperfection to it, which you see a lot in these old SDC buildings and such. A lot of imperfections, and they're just kind of gives it some character though. See like rounded edges that just kind of are rough. Very 1880s, you know. Not everything was perfect back then. And I gave it kind of a bit of some beauty to that. There's a little bit of beauty that comes with that. Seeing the imperfections of things. You can be beautiful, even if you're not perfect. Sometimes imperfections are beautiful. know what I'm saying? Y'all are beautiful. Christmas is coming up in the city already. Insane. We haven't even... I can't believe we're getting close to finishing up Pumpkins. Like, this is insane. Like, I feel like we just started Pumpkins. And it's one of the longest festivals in the entire season. And we're almost done with it already. This is crazy, man. What did I say? I'm gonna avoid talking a lot, and then I end up talking a lot. Excuse me. Alright, let's get the roof that goes. Simple wood roof that is very gentle. Like I need to push this up a bit, and this just seems too far back. If you ask me. Go ahead and grab this. Yeah, Silver City, whole time Christmas already coming up, which is insane already, man. That's gonna bug me so much, so we gotta fix that lighting texture. I can't deal with that. Roofs make it very hard to select other things. Obnoxious. Why am I editing the wrong building? Bro. Please stop. Just select the thing. Oh my gosh. Is it not part of the building? No. It's part of this building. Why can't I? On it. I freaking hate it when it does stuff like that. Annoying. Season has really flown by. It really has. No joke there. It has. Oh my gosh. Dying. Someone come save me. Ugh. I need to get more people in here. What, 6 viewers? Oh gosh. I need to get back to the days where we were getting like 200. Of course, that's when Planet Coaster 2 first came out. That was some crazy times. If I could get that regularly, holy crap, that'd be amazing. All the good old days. Coming to the city tomorrow? Awesome. Get there early. I drove by there today because I had to drive someone to work today. Or drive someone to work. I have today off, but yeah, don't get there after opening. Get there before opening. It was so packed. So many people coming in. Yeah, just don't show up late. Or it's gonna take forever to get into the park. Just word of advice. Because it's Oklahoma fall break right now. Oklahoma and Arkansas. So all the kids are on break right now. So there is a lot of people visiting the park. Always get there an hour before opening. Good. Now, you're gonna want to beat the traffic, and it would definitely be worth getting like a Trailblazer pass if you haven't already planned it. It will be worth it tomorrow to have a Trailblazer pass. And if you haven't already considered it, like I definitely consider it if you have the funds, of course. But this is gonna be crazy. It's crazy today, so tomorrow's Saturday, so it's gonna be just as much so. Love Planet Coaster 2, but struggle with the camera settings? What frustrates you about them? Are you on PC or console? I could understand console. Like, I can't do console, man. I can see why console would be frustrating. PC-wise, I have no issues. I think the cameras are just fine. What do you struggle with on it? PC zoom when spin doesn't focus on mouse pointer. What do you mean? So zoom and spin doesn't focus on the mouse pointer. What do you mean? Like it doesn't follow where the mouse, like it doesn't rotate around the mouse? Is that what you're trying to say? Maybe it's just because I'm used to it, but I think I prefer it that way. Honestly. To me, I think it would drive me nuts the other way around. Again, I've been playing Planet Coaster and for so long that, you know, like I'm used to it and that's the way I would have it. So it makes sense that I'm comfortable with it, but I guess it's just something you have to get used to, I guess. If you're used to something else, like do you play something else that does it the other way that you're just used to, maybe? Because to me that's normal, like the way it works in Planko. Rotate and zoom wherever I had the pointer. I don't remember that. I think it's the same. Unless you had some sort of weird settings set up. I don't know. When I got into Planet Coaster 2, the camera felt exactly the same as Planet Coaster 1 to me. Unless you had some sort of different setup maybe in Planet Coaster 1, or maybe there was a setting that you could change. I don't know. I think it's always been the same. But alright. I'll probably just copy these guys over. If it will select. Why aren't you selecting? Because you're a different building piece, of course. You're part of a different building. Because of course you are. Yeah, I'll definitely still be live in 30 minutes. I mean, I should be. We just started, so. Unless something abrupt happens. Which hopefully not. I have had that happen before, so. I had to get off pretty quickly after just starting a stream. Alright, and then this will borderline get us into Hill Street right here, actually. All right. I was gonna say, is there different modes to the camera settings? That is a good question. We can look at our settings. There's actually a camera. I can't remember. There's actually a camera. Probably keyboard settings, mouse and keyboard settings. Mouse and keyboard control, mouse sensitivity, mouse drag, simple drag. You can do like inverted, grab and focus. I personally like it the way it is right now, so I'm not gonna touch it. But love how the city is turning on Planet Coaster 2. Keep the motivation and the hard work. Thank you. Oh crap! What did I do? I just exited the game. I really hope autosave went off not too long ago. Please autosave. Make sure I don't. I was sitting around for a minute there, so hopefully autosave saves us here. Okay, I only lost that. That's not too bad. I could just the thing I copied over. I wasn't paying attention and I accidentally exited the game by accident. If I didn't have autosave, that I would have lost like everything I just did. It would have been crappy. Alright, we didn't lose much there, thankfully. Quickly quickly get back what we lost. Oh my gosh, I hate the freaking box move tool thing. My least favorite thing in the game. Alright, so this will actually be where the entrance to Wagon Works is. There's a tiny little switchback for it, so kind of has like a little fancy ish kind of wood piece right here, so we're gonna try and do this. And it's a little thicker, so we're gonna, there we go. Kind of do one of those, but it's only like on this one, I think, and then yeah, the rest are just like wood pieces here. So, all right, let's see where Wagon Works. That's the bottom of Wagon Works right there, and then we have, and then it goes down the hill. So I probably only do partial or the front of Wagon Works here because that kind of goes into Hill Street right there. So we'll save the rest for the next phase, I think, because Wagon Works is kind of like part of it's on Hill Street, part of it's on the square. So kind of interesting. Interesting stuff. All right, what we could do, if I actually go, we do have some blueprints because I'm lazy. There's like a realistic pack that has like a bunch of like a plant stuff. And is it this one, or is it something else? I was looking to see if I could find like some sort of grill, or that is one of them, but it's not the one I'm looking for. I don't remember what it's called. Lances, no. Might just have to scroll through until we find. Oh, here we go. Food equipment. That makes sense. Food equipment. Which I will use quite a bit because look at that, they did a good job. Like that's so good. Like little Coke machines and everything. We're definitely gonna utilize that. I thought it had like a grill or something, but maybe it didn't. Not a big deal. Make our own. I don't think it would actually be too hard now that I think about it. Like, I don't need... And then it's always smoking over here because, like, they're always grilling the burgers over here. My voice is just so dead. They got, like, a grill over here. And they put the patties on. I don't know if we have burger we could use. Doesn't look like it, so. We have something small. These could work, actually. I don't know why. A little darker. We're gonna put some burgers on the grill. And then we're gonna use some particle effects to get that like smoke out at it, because why not? Oh, let's see, particle effects. We need environment. Is mist large? Oh, that's just like mist. We don't want mist. We kind of want smoke. There's magical smoke. I forgot we have like falling leaves and stuff. That's so cool. Yeah, we got snow, a few snow effects too. Perhaps mist will work, and we might just do small though. It is to get a little bit cloudy over here from the grilling. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but like you can see that there's a little bit of mist there, or like steam, or like you know, smoke coming off of them. Really, really cool. Alright, we do have a few more things we can build over here before we get into like the cabins and such. I don't think the cabins would take too long. Honestly, I don't think the rest of what we got left for the square is going to take too long. So we got like the tower over here. What the heck was that? So I'm going through like a street view. Don't know what it did there. Perfect. That's a good view of it. Alright, let's see if we can find it on our floor plan here. Is this it right here? Might be this. I mean, that's the right spot. It's right behind the flagpole. And its own planter, kind of like right here. And as long as we're kind of close, I don't ever mind if we're like slightly off. As long as we're generally staying in the same in the right spot, you know. That's all I care about. So, all right, we just need to use one of these. This would be perfect. Just need to find the right texture. It's gonna be this one, and then we're gonna get red. Get that red that we need. I'd say right around there. Alright. It's going to be our base, and then we just need to position this exactly where we need it. So there's a little bit of a gap there between that and that. Look back over this direction. Just a little bit. A little more space. Angle snap off. From this view, you should be able to see the corner of... Actually, yeah, that's pretty good right there. That is a good spot. Alright, let's get the general shape out of the way here. Now, the tricky part with this is that it does get smaller at the top, so... and I know I struggled with this in Planet Coaster 1 when I built this, so... Planet Coaster 1, but now we have the... What helps a lot are these freeform pieces that we can really freely place anywhere, which we didn't have these in Planet Coaster 1, so... These are so helpful in achieving what I need to do. So, like... being able to be off-grid Such a big difference. And again, being able to do that, and also having a scaling tool is also huge as well. Being able to scale things. Now there are openings in here, but I think I'm just going to use windows because I'm lazy. And everyone can deal with it, so don't overthink it. We're just going to use like very simple windows here. Need something in that shape, but but it's actually open in the real one, so. But I don't want to take 50 minutes just trying to figure out how to make an opening in it like there is, so. Honestly, there's kind of a, you can use art shapes in a way. See what the art shapes would look like. Not gonna lie, like that might be an option here. Square here, we'll black. Got a rounded bit up here. Black. Down. As perfect as we can. Just somewhat close. I'm gonna pull the second one out. We're gonna make this white, and basically what we're gonna do is press this in. That we're gonna take the white one, put it right behind, and we're gonna slightly make it bigger. Back. If I select the wrong thing, it doesn't help. Press it back. Get that white border around it. And that gives us kind of our window. I made our own little window there. Ooh, yeah. And we'll just copy and paste it to all sides. Because I'm an evil genius. There's nothing evil about this, but it sounds cool. And where'd everyone go? Where's the peeps? No one must be on YouTube today. They'll come in at some point, I bet. Probably too early, honestly. Like, anytime I stream early in the day, it's usually when no one's on watching, so they'll pick up later, afternoon. At least it usually does. I kind of learn when people are online and when people aren't. You learn over the years, you know. But you know, when I'm feeling having that inspiration to build stuff, you know, I can't wait. I gotta take advantage of when I feel like building stuff. That's not something that's gonna wait. I just gotta do. Okay. I know how to spell wood. What size you got? 52%. So we gotta go 52% on these. 52. This also needs to be 52%. Not 51, 52. Okay. Position this where that makes more sense. And basically you just want the corners to be can't see. Turn the light on. Okay. This is going so much nicer than the last time I built this in Planet Coaster 1. I don't know why. Just select it. Alright, that's good enough. And now we just need to do the railing. If we have a railing that will work here, I think we have one that will work good. If I can remember what it is. I think we have to go here and then go to our fences to find it. If I type fence, it doesn't always come up. Oh, not everything comes up. They might have a different name. Didn't I use something like that? No, I didn't. I thought I may have. I thought. You know what that is? Lawn border. Well, I don't want to make I really don't want to make a custom fence. I might go with the whatever is closest. Honestly, if we scaled this down, it might be fine. It's obviously way too big. But if we scale it down, I'll use 2 of those. Go about there. Fine with that. Again, I try to keep some of my builds simple for the most part to try and keep this not too many, keep the piece count in manageable spots, but still have a level of detail that is incredible, you know, all at the same time. It's always, it can be tough to achieve all of that together. Sure. But thank you guys so much for being here today. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, but I will say that when I first started today, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be productive today. That is what I told myself. I'm gonna get a lot. I feel like getting a lot done. Like borderline almost finishing phase 2 here. Like I would love nothing more than to almost get phase 2 done today. You know how crazy that would be? I know that's a lot of a big ask there. But we gotta stay focused, we gotta keep moving, keep working on stuff, and maybe it'll happen. Because, like, after I get some of the path essentials here, we don't have much left on the square, honestly. Like, the square is pretty close to being done, but I do have to go and make, like, the blacksmith and down to, we are gonna go down to, the Candy Gate. Do the backstage area. We gotta do the backstage area, too, of the one thing over there. We gotta get that done. Which I don't think it will be too hard to do all this back here, but like we gotta build all this. Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hyped. Alright, so we're gonna kind of do the same thing here. I think this is turning out way better than the Planet Coaster 1 version that I did. Like, it's not even close. Like, I think my building skills have improved so much since then that, like, I just think I'm, like, on a different, or on a much better level now. And I got so much confidence going into this series. And I feel like we have so much more momentum than last time, too. Like, last time I would take 6 months of a break without even working on it. You know? Now I'm just kind of like, the most I've taken off is maybe a couple weeks. I think so far, maybe not. Like, it could have been longer, but now we're trying to stay kind of consistent and actually working on it. Which is pretty huge, if you ask me. As if we just stay consistent, and even if we only work on a few things at a time, like, and don't make a ton of progress, progress is progress. You know, if I worked on this for, I don't know, 30 minutes every single day, it would probably get done a lot quicker. I kind of want to go for quite a few hours today, but I'm very proud of myself because I never used to be this. I was not as consistent beforehand. Excuse me. So. How do we do this? It's too big. Non-scalable. This piece is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But I'm up for the challenge. Let's see what we can muster up here. This, however, is rescalable. If we build one of these, might not be as steep, but that's okay. No, I'm not caring too much about that. I just care that this has a roof on it more than anything. Alright, and then we're gonna take these. wouldn't be nice to me. Be nice to me. At that time? Ah, we got a fence, but that's doable. We can mess with that. And we just gotta rescale. Smaller up here. Perfect. Did we finish the square today, or is that out of reach? I don't know, honestly. Like, I'm thinking about it. There's not a ton left on the square overall. Over here, we have, like, the cabin buildings, kind of like where the homestead pickers perform and such. Those buildings should not take that long to make, honestly. They're going to be very simple, I think. We have the Wilderness Church over there still. We got to build the Wilderness Church. And then, yeah. And just, like, planters and general, like, path essentials, you know, but I don't think it's completely out of reach, but I don't like making promises because you know, I don't always not always the best at keeping them, so but that would be pretty sick. If we were able to. Don't lie, that would be pretty cool. Remember that one time you said you'd work on it till stuff? Yeah, I remember that mistake. I'm never doing something like that again. That was such a bad idea. Don't remind me, I almost forgot about it. I can't believe I came up with that idea. I was just like, I'm gonna get this done. Because at that point I didn't realize how much left I still technically had left, you know, there was so much left. So much more than I realized. And then I just kind of hit a creative block in the middle of it, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this, like... It was very unfortunate, but I just threw in the towel. I don't even think I went that long. I think I went, a while. I don't know, I just felt like at that point I did owe it to you guys because I felt so bad for not working on it a lot. Same thing over here. And we'll also need to get the paths actually in. So fill those in. This is a pretty long planter that just kind of goes out this way. Don't think we can see it on the floor plan, unfortunately. There's too many trees. But we can use the trees because that's where the trees are. So probably around right here. This is a pretty long. Planters. I went 9 hours and 55. Went out there and went and looked it up. Is that how long I went? Longer than I remember, or longer than I thought. So I got some work done. That stream, at least. I'm just probably disappointed people, you know? Alright, I know my limits now. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna stay consistent. How about that? We'll do that. That's what we're gonna do this time around. We'll just stay consistent. I think that's a better idea. Like, we're still so early on. We haven't gotten off the square yet, but like... But I feel like we've made more progress than the first one, like, in a shorter time span. It was the 10K spe- Oh yeah, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I remember that. I remember. I was like, I have to do something special, and it ended up not being that special. I still feel really bad for that, though. I did feel like I kind of let people down in that. I got a little overconfident, I guess, in my ability to play Planet Coaster for that many hours straight, you know? Because I just don't have... I can't play Planet Coaster... I play Planet Coaster almost every day, okay? But, like... I just don't have that... I can't play it for that long straight. You know, eventually I'm gonna hit a roadblock or like a creative block, you know. I think we've all been there with this game sometimes. Like, you get it, got the inspiration, but then you kind of have issues once you get like a few hours in. And the most intimidating part about Planet Coaster is when you open up a sandbox that has nothing in it. You have a big open land that has so much potential, but you don't even know where to start. To me, that's the big challenge when you're doing like a sandbox park or building something. It's just like, where do I even begin? Like, I got all this potential, just don't know where to go with it. Might not need that. Maybe not. Maybe not. My creativity comes when watching your stream and playing Planko at the same time. There you go, yeah. Just gotta find a groove. Appreciate you saying that, though. Makes me feel special. I do appreciate that. Alright, let's get our pads in. No more fooling around here. People gotta be able to walk around here. Alright, merge is on, so we will overrule that. It's fine. Connect it with the other sides here. craft that out. And now we just gotta do the other side. Dude, this padding's... Every time I work with the pads in Planet Coaster 2 compared to Planet Coaster 1, man. Not even a competition. Planet Coaster 2 pads are the GOAT. Especially after all the few updates that they've done with them. Whew. Not even close. There's still people that don't like the path system for some reason. I don't know why. What else do they want from it? I don't... I couldn't tell you. Because it is basically everything I want it to be right now. The only thing that could maybe make it better, and this is just like me being picky and I don't even need this, is being able to import like our own custom textures for paths. We could like import images and use that as our pad texture. That's the only real thing that I feel like they could add to it. Like, we've got invisible paths. We've got, like, curbless paths. That was the one thing for a while. We didn't have curbless paths for a while. You know, like, little things like that. Beautiful. I think that has added so much already. Look at the square coming along, man. Alright, now let's focus on... There's a small planter in between here in the taffy shop, so let's get that planter in. It's lower to the ground, so we're just going to take this... Sink it down lower. There's a few pieces that I have saved here in my thing. Size of this? 65%, okay. Realize that was scaled down. So this need to be 65. Alright, and then the rest of this is rounded around. So we get into some like crazy terrain work. That's what I'm excited for. Actually, there's a little bit of a challenge with the terrain coming over here, but I think with the conforming tools that they've given us, it's gonna make it a lot easier. So I'm glad I waited to get to that before then. No, I'm off today, Steve. I mean, I've kind of been off the last few days just because I've been sick, but I'm hoping to be back by tomorrow, because I've called in the last 2 days. I had to call in when I was 210. You know how, like, scary that is? Because I think I messaged Audrey. I was like, hey, can you let someone know I'm not going to be there? Because 210 is the one that takes the call-ins. Gosh dang. I hope I can come back by tomorrow. This has been rough though. This is the I only get sick like one time a year and like it's hit. I was hoping to maybe work tomorrow or yesterday. But my chest was just so tight and I'm just like I don't know if I could make it through the entire day. And then today or last night and today my voice has been gone. It is like my voice is completely shot. And then the other night I had 101.3 fever. Thankfully I kicked the fever pretty quickly, but it's been pretty bad. But today was my actual day off that I actually had, so I had Tuesday and then today was my second day. I was originally working 5 days this week, but yeah, like I'm just my voice is ugh. That's why I said like there's gonna be a lot of coughing in this stream and such. Sorry. I'm hoping I can get back tomorrow. Like I still kind of feel like crap, but not as bad as yesterday. For the last couple days, but just having like all this stuff on my chest right now is like making it hard. But yeah, I only get sick like once a year, so I guess this was the time, and it just happened to be during fall break, so which I kind of feel bad for. But it's just like such long days that I just was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to make it. But how's the park been the last few days, Steve? Has it been good? I hope it's been good. I'd imagine very busy. Alright, we're really pushing more on to this side. Best week to be sick. I mean, really, I do plan on using my my sick pay because I don't get sick very often, so like I gotta take advantage of that. So when I do go back in, I gotta make sure I fill out a thing for that. Because a lot of the times I don't even get to use it. We're off until next Thursday. Wow, lucky. Look at you. Gosh. Steve is an attraction supervisor. He'd one of the bosses. However, I remember when he started, I was his boss. I always like to throw that out there. You don't work too much. I mean, at least you're honest. Steve's one of the hardest workers out there. You got all them fire rides. Maybe this one. Oh gosh, what was that? When do you work in the fire? Gosh, dang it, man. No bueno. No bueno. Any tips to get started in the game? Oh gosh, my voice. I'm not big or I don't have like any crazy tips, but the one I always use is always find some inspiration and to go off of. So if I want to build a, say, restaurant, find a restaurant that you want in the style, for a restaurant that kind of fits your style, and kind of build based off of that and use that reference, but also make it your own at the same time. So it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but go based off of something, and you'll create some really good stuff. Everything that I build, like, recreations are always a good way to get started, because, like, if you try and recreate something, you'll start to learn, like, what is more realistic when it comes to building and such. Watch all my videos. That's also a good tip. Subscribe. That is a good tip. Just subscribe. So you don't miss any of it. Also, make sure we're liking and doing all that fun stuff. Like the video. Like the stream. You know what to do. We gotta beat the YouTube algorithm. We gotta reach out to more people. Oh, you know what we need to do? I just thought of, I think it's actually right here. You need to add the big chair. Big Silver City chair. Yeah, you're welcome. Like that, again, that's just the best kind of advice I would do if you're looking to build more realistically. So try to recreate some of your favorite rides or attractions, and then go based off of that, and then eventually you'll kind of have an idea of to create your own stuff. Yep, I completely forgot the big chair. We gotta build the big chair. Can't go without the giant chair. See if we got a good spot here. There we go. It's right here in this spot. See if we can build it. Literally, the street view has a little kid is climbing on it from the back, like the back support piece. Like there's a little kid climbing on it, like it's a ladder. It's funny. I don't know why that's funny to me. It's not that funny, but it's funny. Alright, we're just gonna look up wood pieces here. We'll start with those post pieces. They're kind of rounded. Might do this off to the side. Actually, let me find a guest. I gotta get a size reference here. Let's take a look at the guest. I gotta make sure it's big. I'm gonna make this an entire. Drink some hot tea and help that cough. Yeah, I plan on getting some hot tea. I had some last night. It actually helped quite a bit, so I need to get some more. Anyways, thanks for the $5, J-Trans. Appreciate that, by the way. Didn't say thank you. I don't know why I didn't. Sorry. Mine's just not in the game. I'm in my own world. Appreciate that $5, though. Your donation from that one time is still on here, too. So don't forget about it. In fact, can we go look at that for a second? Before we get too far. Down. We gotta move the floor plan out of the way. There's that donation. Still sitting in there. The cave entrance. Man, we've been live over an hour already. I misspelled a berry. It's alright. It's just the thought that counts, right? Just realized this should be this way. Shrink this, or narrow this a little bit. Not make it smaller, but just narrow the chair a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. And there's a little platform to go sit in it too. Because it needs a stairway to get up to it. Too bad I can't really make it functional. It'd be kind of fun if I could, but I could. Oh, I need to make the armrest. I just realized that. I could make it like. I might be able to throw a path up here to where people are at least walking on it, but that might be the only thing I can do. Cause like since we have invisible paths now, might be something I can put together. Hey, what's up, Donovan? What's up? Welcome to the stream. See how big the default paths are. What we would have to do. Throw in a path here. Turn merge off. So we got an idea where that path is. Let's raise it just a pinch. Do anything? Right. Now we're gonna path tools, edit, shrink this down to fit spot. Will people actually walk on this? I don't know. Probably not, because there's nothing there. My guess is no, just because there's nothing there to attract them to. Like, they don't have a reason. I mean, besides me being, like, crazy or stupid sick, yeah, it's not a bad Friday. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to connect this. It's just too close. Like, I can't make a path that steep and small, unfortunately. So I don't think it's gonna be very possible, unfortunately. But because after I got it in, I was gonna make it invisible, and then, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to connect that. So that's okay. My biggest challenge right now is going to be able to make the swinging bridge functional. That's going to be my goal with that. I plan on trying to make it functional. Alright, so that is that. Look how far along we are. Okay. Floor plan up in here again. Nice. Let's see how our guests are enjoying the park so far, even though there's no rides. Everyone is walking around. I like seeing it. Everything's been very fluid over here, by the way. I haven't seen any issues with, like, guests going where they're not supposed to or glitching out on the pads. That's one thing I've been, like, kind of scared of, is just, like, they're going to end up in places that, you know, they're going to get stuck in. But I haven't seen many guests get stuck yet. If any, so. Which is very nice. What I'm gonna do is make a second. Not single snap. Make it double-sided. So we got a Chief Bee flag instead of the American flag. It's beautiful. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so that would have to just over here. My voice is just so dead. It's a little bit, it's actually gotten a little bit better. I'd expect it to get a little worse, but it's actually gotten a little bit better. Question mark. This is where I kind of want to conform the terrain, because the terrain is going to be kind of changing a bit here. Let's pull our floor plan back up a bit. So we got a big wide path right here. This is actually a pretty wide path. And then we have a planter, and then we have the home cabin building off to the side. And then we have the Wilderness Church there too. So it is still fairly flat on this larger bit of pathway, so let's go ahead and get some of this pathing in before we really kind of do something. Let's see. Just love being able to go in here and patch this right up. Yeah, no, this is a pretty wide path. I'd say it'd probably go right here because that's where the building is for the homestead pickers. Okay. Alright, fill in all of this. Hill Street will be off to the left there, which that will be phase number 3 for us. But here we are. And this is a pretty open space for like padding and such. So. With that in mind, just fill that in. Okay, so we have directly from that here, we've got more planters here on this side, but it is pretty wide. Have to go a lot based off of street view more than our floor plan, because the floor plan is very much covered with trees and such. It kind of, mostly the floor plan is just a guide to kind of help me figure out where we are in the park. Doesn't have to be 100%. Make it as close as possible, but alright, so this is a fairly decent size. Let's say about a little past 3 long here. And then we have a terrain change a little bit here. So what we're gonna do, I think, is we're going to pull the terrain over here, and we're going to kind of do that, and then we'll just conform the path to it. That feature's been huge for us, so because this does set a little bit lower. And on the other side of this planter, we have some seating area where people can enjoy live entertainment from the Homestead Pickers. So, like, we can see our building right here, so we're going to want to line this up where our building is looking good there. I don't think I've ever built these in Planet Coaster 1 version, so... these buildings over here, so very nice. We're gonna layer this up like that. Build this in. Easy one. Good. Right, we're gonna lower the floor plan a little bit. You can still see it, but our terrain here. And we're gonna try and form this spot up. We're gonna just do a little bit at a time. It's pretty difficult sometimes, but so we're gonna push down slightly here. Flatten the foundation. Right there. Let's go ahead and press the smooth button. A little bit there. Elevation change, but not like a ton, and it's not like a huge difference here, just which is pretty nice. So now we'll just smooth this over a bit more, nice and smooth. If we go to pathing here, we're going to switch this over from automatic to conforming, and you can see that is going to nicely with our terrain. Hopefully, with our path up here, without giving us much issue. So easy. Thank you. Thank you, Frontier. Making that so much easier. It's gonna make like Hill Street and Midtown, all those that have like a lot of terrain, stuff to worry about. It's gonna make those so much easier to deal with. So. I don't know if it'll allow me to place some of these down, but it is because it's kind of a building piece, which is interesting. But I'm not gonna question it. Even if they don't use it, it's fine. At least the benches are there. Alright, now on to the deck. Like a deck here. Kind of overhangs with the little cabin area, so I don't want to use this as the deck texture. Color it brown. Go across here, we'll make this scenery group. Please work with me a little bit. And those are still fighting? Bro. Why are those textures trying to fight like that? We don't like them fighting textures. We all need to get along here. Pull the plan back up just so we can see. I think that's where the building is. Okay. Just want to make sure I got like the length of the building okay here. That's the main thing I was looking at. And then we just need to find some good here. Thank you for me, actually. Just recolor these. These could be good. Get rid of the fighting texture. Sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes. There's a map because it's my floor plan. That's how you get one-to-one recreations in Planet Coaster. Gives you a brilliant guide on where everything is if you're doing a recreation. So very, very helpful. we're using it to recreate Silver Dollar City. And it just helps us get to that accuracy that we need. Angles on the street view here. Oh my gosh, excuse me. My throat is so shot. To the building. They might not be there in real life, but like, sometimes it just makes Planet Coaster stuff look a little better. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. Here in the world. Hope it's been fun for you all. Oh my gosh. And find a sickness if you guys couldn't tell already. It's just been blah. Everything's just been blah. Excuse me. Oh gosh, what was that? I don't even know what that was. I don't even know those human noises. Crazy that we don't have any chairs in the game. Like just a chair. Isn't that crazy? This is bizarre. Bruh. Help cover up some of those fighting textures. Darn fighting textures. Why would we do this? Lots of trees here. flowers. Alright, time to go on a world tour of the park. Get off the bus here. We do have the administrative offices, HR basically. Self-serve ticket kiosks. Got our rentals booth back here. Got the Silver City iconic entrance. Then we have the ticket booths in here. Still needed to buy your ticket. Guest relations right there. Come through security here. Where we do have some custom audio that plays in a minute from the actual park itself. You can hear it kind of. Do our security. Come through the entrance. We got the Zark Marketplace here, which is not like super accurate or anything, but I just threw a little bit together here. I might detail this more at some point, but the big gift shop that you walk through before you exit the park. Rentals and Lost and Found. We have Eva and Delilah's Bakery. Does not have interior or anything, but this leads us all the way up to the Hospitality House, which is where the cave entrance is as well, which we do have the cave entrance over here. Go down these stairs, and then you'd have to go out here. It's kind of in the way right now because of the floor plan's in the way, but basically you'd go down here, they'd talk about the cave a little bit, and then you go down these stairs, where you would then enter Marvel Cave, which we are going to build. So this will be the cathedral room at some point. So pretty neat, and it will be functional. Guests will most likely walk through it, hopefully. Already got guests walking down there. And this is where the attractions office would be in real life. It's empty, but that's where the attractions office is. Those windows over there are all like windows from the offices. We got some restaurants over here, Union Hall. Still need to make the big water tower thing there, or whatever it is, the water line thing. Then that will lead you down Valley Road that way, which will lead towards Time Traveler, Thunderation, and all them. We got Hannah's Ice Cream Parlor right here. Got the general store. We got what's gonna be Wagon Works. We've got the flagpole here. I farted. I didn't fart. I would have known that if I did. This, we have the gazebo seating area. We got the gazebo stage. And then, of course, we got Taffy Shop. I don't think I put a store in there yet. And then our newest addition here, Homestead Pickers kind of cabin area. Wilderness Church will be right over here. And all that jazz. And that's what we got so far. Go back behind Cafe Shop. We do have the side hospitality house. And this is actually the exit where people would exit from the cave. So, pretty neato. For the hospitality house. This is all the stuff that's not uploaded yet for phase 2. The main square. Which we've made a lot of progress on. Save. Do a manual save because I haven't done that in a hot minute. Actually, I haven't done it at all yet, so. I love that Fluffy just comes in here, says Joe farted, and then doesn't say anything else. Like, what the heck, man? Excuse me. More scared to lose to the Jets than to the Bills. Okay. Why? Man, look at the square. The square is coming together. Isn't that great? See, this is where I get, like, distracted because I don't feel like building a ton more right now. But, like, we still got some good stuff done. And again, if I just stay consistent, like, we'll continue to get stuff done. But sometimes I just can only do so much, you know, before I kind of, like, have that creative block kind of starting. Like, I have that feeling like I don't want to do anymore, but you don't want to be the first team to lose to them. I guess that's true. Law runs train. Powder keg. Powder keg trains. I have went through and did a lot of, like, the trains already. Wildfire's train. Here we got Time Traveler's train. And Fire in the Hole. Well, I had Fire in the Hole, what I got done out of it anyways. Got the layout done. And the audio's in.
The ball knobbers have set the whole town ablaze. Go!
There's Patches.
Patches! I'm gonna tear you Chicken! Waffles have been chicken! Wiley, drop that dynamite or I'll have to shoot.
Go ahead, Marshal. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Ow!
Get after those bolt knobbers and stop that fire.
Red Flanders? Get back here and put on your pants.
I can't, Sadie. I ain't got no pants no more. The dang ball knobbers stole them.
Stole them? What in the city hell would they want with good pants?
They don't call me Bugs for nothing. Don't worry, they don't bite.
How do I like ZAs? It's okay. It's definitely not my favorite. I don't like how you're just stuck in the same city the whole time. I like the idea of journeying to different cities in a Pokemon game. So, but I still have a lot of fun moments with it so far, but still have a lot to play with it. We might play it here in a little while, actually. I need to play more of it. We played for 6 hours yesterday, so.
Hurry! The bombers are gonna blow up the bridge!
It's got great over here.
Don't mess up my new pants, you ornery
Pack
fool.
them bundles under the dresser.
Can't you even tie a ding-dang knot?
Hurry!
What's the matter, Bugs? You chicken?
Watch out, you dang fool! You're gonna fall!
I definitely plan on playing Scarlet Violet at some point, though. I do need to play Scarlet Violet.
Now look at what you've done! Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. I can't reach!
Ooh, bridge ain't gonna hold. Bye-bye.
Bugs and Patches, we foiled your plot, and now we're using your dynamite to blow up the water tower and put out the fire.
Don't throw that switch! The train's coming that way!
Tower's gonna blow. Fire in the hole! Thank you, heroes. We couldn't have caught those good-for-nothing bombers without you. Give yourselves a big old pat on the back. You deserve it. And it'll also put out any stray sparks. So long.
Yeah, I gotta change Fire in the Hole to only run 3 trains and dispatch every 2.5 minutes. Because that's a thing now. If I'm going for accuracy. Isn't there a slow or slow option? Wish there was.
Tower. Fire in the hole!
Waffles have been...
Can't wait till we get to Fire in the Hole and finish that whole thing. Planet Coaster 1 version turned out pretty good, but I think we're going to be able to do even cooler things in Planet Coaster 2. So. Those interested in how I'm doing Powder Keg, this is basically how. We're going to have a fake transfer track that goes up, and then we're going to have an elevator lift that brings the train upwards, and this will all be like underground at some point. And that way it looks like there'll actually be a track piece missing when the train's not there. I think this goes back down though. I don't know, we'll make it work. It'll be pretty cool. Can't wait for that, so. Gosh dang. I need to get some tea. That's for sure. Oh gosh. I should not try to sing. There's a big at the stream of where you took a look at my realized it got a lot done. Nice. Awesome to hear. Let's see, did I actually I need to work on this tilt coaster. I need to finish it, honestly. I have no excuse that this isn't finished yet. There's not even that many supports left to do. Oh yeah, we can take a look at some point. I'd love to. I guess I remember, I do remember which one you're talking about. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. How's my stuff doing? Blazing Tornado only's got 75 downloads, that's it. Motorbike Coaster's got 673, not too bad. Disappointed. Order C's at 280. Nothing's even come close to this hotel resort I did before the game came out. It was like 22,455 downloads. That's so many downloads. Firewind. See what the community's up to with the workshop today. Let's do raiding. If anything news popped up in here. Hey, I'm on page 2. Look at that. So cool to see your own creation in the top rated things. Should now be updated. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see if I can find it first off. I think I still got it downloaded. Yeah, I might use the code, it might be easier. Honest. No items available. You have it public? It's set to public. Not showing up. I don't feel great. Hold on. Let me see if we can get there now. Or should we do that? Daylight Adventure update available. I don't know why I didn't bring it in. I found it. Got it. Alright, it's updated. Oh my goodness. I'm like just dying. I don't know why it didn't pop up when I put the thing in, the code in. Oh yeah. We've got stuff and things in here. Love the Steam Train Depot. The deck here and everything. This looks fantastic. I like this a lot. The train station. Playground area. Okay, with the notifications, man, stop it. I'm gonna disable all these notifications. I don't care. Added the emergency pull cord. Wow. Oh yeah, you got little cord cables there. And the little text. Wow. Daylight Adventure. I think this carousel's new. This is all new, I think. Waterfall going on here. Stuck on there. water treatment facility. I see. All the pipes and such. This is all going to be indoors at some point. You got like your little roundhouse here. That's pretty cool. Portions indoors, okay. Going all out with the trains though. That's pretty cool. Oh, you got it from the workshop. Ain't no shame in that. If it works, it works. Alright. I mean, yeah, cool. This one, last time we were here, all you had was this little entrance area and then the boomerang. I think you had your own man-made boomerang, but I suggested just use, for boomerangs, I always just use Frontier Workshop, because get something that looks lined up perfectly. Seems hard to do, so. Sweet. I'm glad to see you've been working on it. I'm dying. It's probably why I'm going to go ahead and head out for now. Getting so close to finishing phase 2 for Sodar City. Very exciting. Y'all seen my extreme spinning coaster yet? Better, you should go download it on the workshop. Definitely should. I guess you do need the Limits mod to use it though. Hey. Woohoo. 95-foot tall loop. I actually don't know how tall it is. Hey, you love the Windland Adventure Resort episode's nice. Get that next episode out soon. Been feeling like poop lately, if you couldn't hear. I've been pretty fighting a nasty sickness the last few days, quite a few days. So. I appreciate you being here in the stream. Hope y'all are having a good day. Hope y'all are feeling better than I am. And then for those that haven't seen it, we'll do a sneak preview of the next episode of Windland Adventure Resort, because we have been working on it. I haven't got a crap ton done since the last episode, but I have worked on it. I did start on the Viking section. There it is. Big project I've been working on. It's huge. But if we go over here, you can see the first portal to the first themed land. It is going to be Viking themed. Very heavily inspired by How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. And your eyes don't deceive you, there is a coaster sitting over here being ready to be built, so can't wait to get started on that. But this is very early on. Like, we still have a lot to do here, but like very, very early stages of this land, so very cool though. Very, very cool. amazing water park. Still really proud of this water park and how it turned out. When's it coming out? Whenever I get it finished. I don't ever have a time frame, honestly. I've been really busy with work, and lately I've been sick, so I just haven't got around to working on a ton of stuff lately, so I wish I had a time frame for you, but I really don't. I just kind of work on stuff when I get motivated, when I have the motivation to work on stuff, which I haven't the last few days because of being sick, so. No. I know there's no tables connected. It's still being built. Calm down. Such a cool project that I can't wait until we actually get further into the park and get a lot of this stuff done. So, I know I'm a very slow builder. I know I'm slow at getting the episodes out, but hey, I've been trying to. I still haven't given up. At least we're in the dry park now, so at least we're working on the first area, and hopefully it won't take too long to get through the rest of the park. So we'll see. So, I appreciate you guys' patience and sticking around the entire time. So you guys are the best. Y'all are the best. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna head out. Oh gosh. That is my cue to get out of here and go get some hot tea to soothe my throat, so. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you guys being around and supporting me in everything you do. I know we didn't have a lot of viewers today, but that's alright. I'm trying to stay consistently streaming and continue to stream and continue to get content for you guys as much as I can. So even when I'm sick. So I hope you guys have a great day and cool tomorrow. And I might play some Pokemon now. So anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Good tomorrow. I think I already said that, but goodbye.